How to grow mango tree. Agroplants.org. Uh, this tree is perennial evergreen plant, and it's used for the edible fruits, and it also can use as a shade tree, some species, cultivars, and can grow in variety of climate, tropical, subtropical, or Mediterranean. In hardiness zone will be from 10A. It's better 10B. 10A might cause some problem. Too much frost might kill the plant. If you would like to grow, there is a link below, link in the right top side, and if you purchase, this is donation for this channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe, it's really helpful for this channel to grow. Okay, so let's start with some information. So the first thing that I would like to share with you, this is my favorite fruit. I can eat, and always eat. So some information about the leaves. So the leaves are green. Uh, this is when they are young, they are red. But this is not what I want to share with you. I want to share with you that they have fragrance. The moment that you take it out, you take the leaves with a hand, not with knife, in the base of the leaves. You have like a few seconds that you can really smell the fruits. Why it's important? When you start to grow by seeds, uh, if you want to try to make new cultivars like I made for myself, I have two different kind of cultivar that I made that are different than everything that I know, and I check it. Uh, this is amazing idea to know what kind of fruits you are gonna get, because when you plant 20 trees, some of them not smell the way that you wanted to. But this is just a tip. Okay, so let's start. The flowers are white and green, and the fruits can be in variety of colors and sizes, can be from 5 centimeter to 15 centimeter. Uh, can be in the S shape, round, flat, oval, elongate shapes, and colors can be green, red, orange, and sometimes be aware that the mangoes tree can be very, very fibrous, and this is annoying when you eat it. This is why you should start by grafting tree, unless you know what you're gonna do. So some information about growing require rich soil, uh, possible except rich soil, put organic matter and some mulch on the soil. Uh, you can start to grow it by plants. To buy grafted tree, will be the best. Seeds, uh, be aware that there is a lot of problem like the fibrous uh, trees that will bear fruits after 5 or 7 years, and the fruit will be disgusting. Or air layering. Will be also a good method to start to grow. Um, Major pests are the aphids, the ants, and fungal. This is a major pest. It's quite of annoying, and you need to take care of the aphids in the beginning. If not, it might cause blooming problems. This is something that you should take care in the beginning. Don't wait that it will cover all the tree, because then it will be a loss of years that you won't get fruits. Planting season will be spring in a hardiness zone of 10A, spring to summer in hardiness zone of 10B, and all the year in hardiness zone of 11 plus. Pruning season will be the best in summer to autumn. It depends the cultivar. Uh, why? Because some cultivars bearing fruits in the autumn. The main point is to prune directly after after the fruits. Why? Because then the trees start to grow and prepare itself for the next year, for the flowers. If you prune not in the season, you prune actually your future flowers or your future fruits. So this is a major problem that you need to take care. Another thing that you need to take care when you prune, infected branches. If you see that you don't succeed to take care of the aphids on time, better to cut it with the aphids and throw it away or even burn it. Will be an amazing method and a very fast one. The height of the tree can be from 1.5 meter to 40 meter. So it's mean 5 to 120 feet. Of course, usually it won't grow 40 meter, 120 feet in hardiness zone of 10A and 10B. Probably only in the tropical arrive to these crazy sizes. And of course, it depends the cultivar. Is the 1.5 meter. It's a cultivar that you can grow even in a container, and it will bear fruits. Of course, these cultivars usually don't bear a lot of fruits, but for the size of the tree, it's a good amount of fruits. Water requirement will be from average to big amount of water, like a lot of water, but can survive with less. Will affect the amount of fruits. Very important to grow it in full sun. Can grow in the shade a little bit, with a little bit shade, but I highly recommend because of the aphids problems that I suffer here really a lot. And there isn't something that I didn't try, even chemicals that I'm usually against, that really help. So full sun make part of the job. When you grow it in container, better to start to grow it with a small container and grow with a mango tree. But be aware that the reason that to do it is to switch part of the soil every time. And the moment that the tree is big enough and you cannot really switch because it's really hard to do, just switch part of the soil from the side. You can even cut part of the roots and prune it in the same time. Blooming season usually will be in the spring. Sometimes there is a second wave in the summer. The flowers are small, white to green. Not very special. Better in the first few years to prune the flowers. Don't let it bloom. It will be better. It's just take energy from the tree, and this is a problem. You don't want to take energy from the tree because then it's instead of growing, it will bear probably one fruit in the end. You will have a lot of little fruits, a lot of flowers. In the end, you will get maybe one fruit, and the tree spent a lot of energy. And when the tree spend a lot of energy, it's a waste of time for the trees that could even grow in half a meter, or depends the conditions that you grow, even 1 meter, or much more even. Edible fruits can be, depends the cultivar, from the summer to the autumn. Uh, Major pests are the aphids, birds, and fungal. If you have a problem that you never succeed to pick up the fruits in the right moment, I highly recommend to grow cultivars that can survive the fall. I have some cultivars that survive it. You know, you can eat it after. Don't wait a lot of days, but you can eat. Of course, put a lot of dead leaves under the tree. It will be softer when it's fall. You know, when it's fall from 5 meters, so it's been 15 feet. Uh, it can survive, and you can eat it, but you know it depends on cultivar. Some cultivars, the moment that it's fall, it just explode on the floor. What you can do with high quantity of fruits. So I will tell you what I'm doing. Mostly, I eat the first uh, the first wave. I eat raw. Of course, it starts to be too much after a while, so you can make from this ice cream, leather fruits. It's amazing, by the way. Uh, I freeze it. Juice you can do or to dry it, but I freeze big quantities and then I can make a lot of shakes. It's go great in shakes, and I have it all the season. Also, ice cream I make from this, and then I have, I eat all the year. I eat the let's say the leftover from my mango trees. I have a lot of trees, like five grafting and another four from seeds. That some of them are amazing, some of them I still waiting for fruits. As I said, it's take a lot of time. Also, you can use it not sweet for spread. It's called amchur or amba. It's it's a kind of like curry. I don't know how to describe it. People eat it. I find it that it destroy a mango. It's just psychologically I cannot eat, not because it's good or not good. I just think that mango should eaten sweet. But be aware that something very important to know, that a lot of mangoes fall when they are small, and this is the moment to eat the mangoes green. You can eat it in a salad. You put some salt on it and lemon, and you eat it not sweet. So this is nice. So how long does it take to bear some fruits? From 3 to 5 years, even longer if you start from seeds. Be aware that if you want a big amount of fruits, it will take at least 5 to 7 years. Except this, how to grow it from seeds. The best things to do it's just to plant it directly after the fruits. It grow even over the winter in a hardiness zone of 10B, as far as I know. Maybe in a hardiness zone of 10A won't grow in the winter. So the main point that I sow it directly, then you don't need to do nothing. Just put it in the soil and enjoy from this. Cover it at least 5 centimeters above the seeds. For big cultivars, small cultivars, 2 centimeters. So it's mean 1 to 2 inches. If you don't use it fresh, better to soak the seeds 24 hours will be much better. Some people recommend to open a little bit the seed. I highly recommend not to do it, but it's possible if you see that you think that you don't have a chance to take care of it. Sowing season in hardiness zone of 10A, it's in the spring. Sowing season from spring to the summer in hardiness zone of 10B, and all the year in hardiness zone of 11. Again, in hardiness zone of 10B, it's possible to sow it directly in the end of the summer or the autumn, and then you get the fruit directly. The tree directly start to grow. Sorry. If you want to grow it better in separate pots, if you choose not separate pots, 3 on 5 meter, it's mean 10 to 15 inches feet separation directly in the soil. If you wanted to put it directly, I highly recommend in separate pots, from the reason that will be uh, you want to graft it after this, and the moment that you graft it, you won't have 100% rate of success, and it just lose places for trees that you could have already a trees that grow well. And also some of the base tree, let's say, the ones that you want to graft on them, will be very bad trees. They won't grow well, and there is no point to graft on them just to get rid of them. So be aware that this is the best method. It's separate pots. Water requirement, like good amount of water with high humidity and moist soil. Don't let it dry, it might die. And it's take to germinate usually between 1 to 5 weeks. Fresher it is, faster it is. Except this, you have a lot of cultivars. You are welcome to read about some of them in the website, of course, growplants.org. And except this, it's amazing fruits. I highly recommend. And when you choose cultivar, I highly recommend also to taste it. What I choose when I grow Gaylur, Pairi, and some cultivars that I don't have a clue, and of course my mango from seeds. But what I recommend, very aromatic. Usually in the market, you can buy the sweeter kind, the ones that are sweet, but it's not a lot of aromatic. If you choose to grow something with a lot of aroma, because it's something to try, but not everybody likes the aroma. Be aware, and most of the people I think like the sweet, just sweet. But this you can buy, so consider if you want to grow anyway. Except this, I highly recommend. That's all from growplants.org. Don't forget to subscribe, visit our website, and of course, if you have any question, just ask. You have here links about more videos, some lists, subscribe, and of course, purchase a plant, and this is donation for our channel. I hope you enjoy, and come visit us again.